reload my gun. Shoot, shoot, fun, fun. Pretty girl on ecstasy. Now she wants to fuck me. We are the dead. We are in league. We are the doctors of new self-esteem. We do it wrong, and we don't believe. We are the Congress of the new disease.
AKA Pogo. I am doing my first video blog. I'm 18 years old. I currently am taking some time off of school because I was diagnosed with bipolar. If you don't know what bipolar is when you really don't have any control over your emotions. You have highs and lows. It kind of sucks. But I'm on meds, so it's a lot more bearable. If you have any questions about it, just ask me. I'm very open. At first, I was only diagnosed with depression in December, but that's only because the person I saw was during one of my lows. So I was having some issues in college, and I came back home and found out I have bipolar. Also, I absolutely love music. I am a huge metal fan. One of my favorite bands is Suicide Silence. Don't get me wrong, I also love Sublime. I know, kind of a big difference between the two. I pretty much listen to any kind of music. About how many pairs? I was living in Minneapolis for about 3 months. Those were probably the best 3 months of my life, even with my mood swings and everything. The parties were amazing. And yes, I do party. Don't like it. Tough shit. So currently I'm back in Iowa. Yeah, lovely Iowa. No. Only damn good thing about Iowa is that Slipknot came from Iowa. Corey Taylor. Fucking amazing. I had a few people that were wanting some questions answered. Well, I had put out me wanting questions. One of them was, am I single or taken? I have been single for about 2 or 3 days now. Me and my boyfriend were... Yeah, I'm not going into details about that. It was the day before Halloween, so whenever the fuck that was, I'm bad at days. Yes, I swear. Oh, speaking of food, I love food. I might be really super skinny. I'm a short 5'2", I think. Maybe 5'3", and I weigh 92 pounds. No, I'm not anorexic. I'm not bulimic. I love food. I just have a really fast metabolism. As well as... I am an animal rights activist, don't get me wrong, I do eat meat. Yeah, how does that work out, right? Cows, pigs, chickens, and all that, they were put on this earth to be eaten. They are really freaking good. I love myself a big-ass steak, medium rare, yummy. I also love Chinese food. Okay, here's another question. Do you roleplay? Yes, I do, people. I am a major roleplay geek. I do not play WoW. I build sites that are through pro boards. Gotta represent them. Gotta love them. The coding, yeah, that can be a pain in the ass at times, but it's worth it in the end when you make a bomb-ass site. I would also like to thank all the admins for the sites that I have not created, but I am a part of, such as Stuff for the Children, one of my favorites. My character on there is Raven. I'm currently plotting with 2 people, hopefully more soon. I've been on that site for about 2 weeks. I was having kind of an off time when I put in my first 2 apps, but finally I nailed it on my 3rd. Yeah, I know. Normally that's not like me. For you that are wondering what kind of accent do I have no fucking clue. It depends on just how I talk. I don't know. Oh, if you're wondering what, I cut my finger on a knife when I was cooking. Yes, I love to cook and bake. Also, yes, I am quite hyperactive, but that's mainly part of my bipolar. I'm pretty much a laid-back person most of the time. And Oh, here's another question. Stephanie, do you do drugs? I'm not going into that conversation, okay? Because smoking herb is not a crime. And also it really helps my ADD. I do plan to go back to college in April, maybe July at the latest. My school is a year-round school. It's the Art Institute I can't talk today. The Art Institute International. Yeah, I still can't talk, but whatever. I pretty much figured you guys got it. Of Minneapolis. My friends up there are absolutely amazing. I love them. Yeah. Going back to questions again. Are you looking for a boyfriend? Not right now, to be honest. I need to focus on myself, and I'm also doing that with these video blogs because it does really help me get my emotions out. Oh, another question. What did I do for Halloween? I went to the graveyard to visit a couple people's graves. I'm not going into details about that. I didn't really do anything else. I didn't really feel like it because my most awesome people to party with are in Minnesota, and I can't really party when I'm here because I am supposed to be getting help. I don't really drink much, by the way, if you think I do. That's not really my type of thing. Another question. If you had to choose between a vampire or a werewolf, who would you choose? Honestly, I don't know. Most people say I look like a vampire, but I also been called a puppy before, so, and a cat. I don't know. Werewolves are nice when you're cold, and vampires are sexy. And so are werewolves. Werewolves are nice when you're cold, and vampires are sexy. And so are werewolves. Going back to art, because I'm sick of answering questions. I do love art. I have had one piece in an art show. It was a drawing of Billy Vallow. If you don't know who he is, he's the lead singer of Him. One of my all-time favorite bands. I don't really have a single favorite. I have just lots of bands that I really like. And also I don't really have a single song that I like. If you would go through my playlist on my computer, there's some really random music on there. I have anywhere from classical to folk to metal, rock of all kinds, industrial, techno, opera, pretty much anything and everything. Even some country. I know. Oh my god, she listens to country. Country is not a sin, people. Unlike what some of you think. But really, most of the time, I end up listening to rock and metal. It just fits me the best. Oh, speaking of novels, I love to write. I write poetry, books, short stories. Most of my writing is Edgar Allan Poe inspired. He's one of my favorite writers. I do read quite a bit. If you are wondering about some good books, if you haven't read Harry Potter by now, you should. It's good. Also, Drowning Anna, Metal in You. It's kind of a romance book, but not really. Let's see. Anything by Anne Rice. Speaking of that, any movie that they have taken from Anne Rice's novels absolutely suck. And I hate Twilight. Vampires do not sparkle. I don't like the vampire part of it. The plot is amazing. I've read all 4 books. And just the movies are a very big turnoff for me. And I also liked them before everybody started freaking out about them. But hey, I'm gonna go right now.